Ladies and gentlemen, recently I streamed Shinobi by Sega, and while I am aiming to play the sequel, it's kind of hard to tell what exactly the sequel is because the Shinobi series is, well, as the nerd would say, chronologically confusing. Most people who owned a Sega Genesis would usually think that the Revenge of Shinobi was the sequel, because after all, it's about the same guy, Joe Musashi, and it has Shinobi in the title. However, it's a departure from how the original game played. I mean, Joe has a lot better maneuvers, yeah. But there was another game that featured the same type of gameplay and also featured a ninja. And it started out in the coin ops. So I'm led to believe that this is actually the sequel to Shinobi. So ladies and gentlemen, today we are playing Shadow Dancer by Sega. So for those who have seen the Shinobi playthrough, or just simply familiar with the Shinobi game, yeah, it's kind of a similar game style, so it's led me to think that this is the true sequel. Obstruct the enemy's deadly mission. Of course, instead of hostages, I'm defusing bombs. Fan Airlines. That's a rather strange name for an airline.
Not the oddest names we've heard in the past.
Sorry, I missed that.
Not the oddest that we've heard, though.
That is probably true. Especially considering, holy shit, it's a Concorde. I just now noticed that.
Yep. Yep, it's Concorde. Not the Russian variant.
So I am fighting to get on board an airplane. Okay. Do I get a free ticket afterwards?
No. If you do get a free ticket, tell us how the Concorde's food is in comparison to Delta's.
Oh. Strange way for a boss to die. Disrupting enemy supply route. Oh, poor puppy. Damn, that stage was rough. Sega Oil, Sega Aesthetics. Let's check out the graffiti. No pills. Step. Well, ironically enough, alongside stairs. I love something something. Turn me on. I gotta remember to stop getting myself pinned against that corner. Could have swore I ducked.
たじけない。
Yep, I admit I am throwing in the towel this early in the day.
Not gonna blame you.
To be fair though, I can still die. Thanks to my time with the previous game, I can actually show a little bit of restraint when using the magic button.
かたじけない。
Damn this level. I think for one brief moment I broke the hit detection. Gosh darn and poopy bridges. Oh my god, fuck that level. The hell? This is only the second boss. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't even outrun the fireballs. Fuck you, truck. Raid the enemy syndicate's underground headquarters. Yeah, this is going to hurt.
Key!
I heard what sounded like a puppy call.
I am sorry.
Well, no need to apologize. I just wish I did. I just wish I had the speakers on, that I could attract the dog.
No, I am saying I'm sorry for not knowing you start streaming.
It's not like I advertised. I mean, technically I did, but not everybody here in the, I don't know what to call this group now. Not everybody in this group has Facebook. That was the only place I really said I was going to be on.
I feel even worse because I have an ability on my phone that heals me when you're on, and I didn't even.
You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. Don't worry about it. You're here now. That's all that matters.
Okay, what the hell is this game you're playing?
This is a game called Shadow Dancer. It is the sequel to a 1987 game called Shinobi.
I heard Shinobi, I never heard of this one.
Well, it kind of flew under the radar, especially since it was overshadowed by a Genesis game called The Revenge of Shinobi.
Huh.
Even though technically this game did come out first.
So this is called Shadow Dancer, right?
Yes.
I want to check something.
And it plays the exact same way as Shinobi.
Yeah.
Which also means there are bullshit gaming mechanics involved.
Hell, so narrator, not even the crossover that includes Shinobi acknowledges this exists.
Really?
Yep. Shadow Dancer is nowhere. Nowhere to be found. Keep trying, dude. Keep trying. So why are you attacking all these standard terrorist types?
Because they planted bombs. Which is really weird because I'm inside the enemy headquarters and yet I'm defusing bombs inside the enemy headquarters? Does not make much sense.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to figure out why a ninja gives a fuck.
I wish I could say I had the answer, but I don't. I can only assume it's because, well, his name is Joe, and Joe is an American name, so I guess he's an American ninja?
Oh, so like so many of those films, we have the video game equivalent of them.
I suppose. Wow, what hit me?
At least they're better than most of those. At least he's better than most of those films because they always dress in the stereotypical black. At least he dressed white, but he's still in technically stereotypical. So at least he's a step up. Whoa, dude! How'd you die so fast on a fire?
I know, right?
Dude, your guy is weak sauce. He dies too easily.
Just like Shinobi.
So I get a feeling we're dealing with a glass cannon here.
Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, this is kind of why I had figured that this was a sequel to Shinobi, because it's the same gaming style. One hit kills, collect all the items in the level and proceed. And they're both made by Sega.
So you're saying just because it has same game mechanics and made by the same company, it must be a sequel?
That's why I'm interpreting. I guess I'm wrong. It just made me think that. I'm sorry.
It's okay, but it's just amusing to find basically a video game version of many of those weird films.
$600,009 points. I don't know why, but I glanced at it and thought that it read good dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just happy here you can't blow up the toxic waste thing. You would cause more problems if you could.
More than likely.
confused. Why does it keep saying, go to the next stage?
Because I no longer have to worry about collecting items in this level.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where it would usually say you have like 2 bombs left to collect, or 3 bombs, or 1 bomb. All that's left now is to reach the end of the level.
If these guys can't stop whipping your ass.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, poor puppy. That guy came right out of nowhere.
You got knifed from the...
Definitely not from the front. It definitely not from the back. It was definitely from the front.
Yeah, but you getting instantly killed by a knife says your guy's some sort of weak man who goes, a knife in me! I must die. Time to enter. Finally, you finished. Wait, are we missing a stage here?
What do you mean?
How did we get all the way down to the underground? From being on top, from going up a building.
That's a very good question. Aha! I think I got it. We went down the pipes. Toilet pipes, to be precise.
Do these people use Mario-sized pipes?
He could be a poop ninja.
Saying, what do you mean by poop ninja?
He could have flushed himself down the toilet.
That still doesn't. I'm still gonna. My question still stands. Do they have Mario-sized pipes? Because regular ass pipes, he's not gonna fit, no matter how hard he tries.
He's a ninja. Technically, that means he's magic.
In this, not every time a ninja is represented equals. Do they do magic?
What are you talking about? Magic's like a staple of the ninja arsenal.
It's how ninjas can technically breathe fire.
A lot of the exploitation type ninja movies, I haven't seen them do magic. And you got no answer to that one. I win.
I didn't hear the question.
You didn't have a comeback to my statement of in all the ninja exploitation films, I don't see them doing magic.
Let's see. There's a Pierre Kirby films. There's the Ninja Death series.
I don't remember Magic involved.
And I'm trying to remember what the name of this one movie was, but there was this one female ninja that had deadly acid bubbles coming out of her vagina.
Okay, I don't want to know anymore.
Because magic.
That's just disgusting. And without more context, I will either confirm or deny that's magic.
You had me at vagina. What game is this?
It wasn't a game, it was a movie.
Somebody gets off on ninjas, so it was bound to happen.
But yes, we were both correct. It's magically disgusting.
As opposed to Lucky Charms, which are magically delicious.
Poor puppy.
I think the suicide bomber doesn't realize he should use the bombs on himself. Bombs. Instead of throwing Molotov cocktails like a pussy.
Are you sure he's a suicide bomber?
Well, I might be wrong, but it kind of looks like it.
I mean, this is 1989? I was under the impression suicide bombers didn't exist yet.
I don't know where you got that idea. Is this the only game you have played tonight?
No, I played the
Well, we
first...
played Shinobi.
Yeah, I played Shinobi and then this.
Oh, so I missed the first game. Okay.
Yeah, you really gotta start following this Reese on Facebook.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, they just follow me on Twitch, and you
Not
can
a
watch
yes.
and you can watch my previous broadcasts.
Fair, I do.
Yay! Shitski. Once again, what's the point of having shin guards if they don't protect you from anything that goes to the shins? I don't know either.
I'm sitting here still wondering, how does this guy a ninja on any level if he's easily defeated by anything that touches him?
That's a very good question.
How does he become a ninja if he's that weak sauced?
He may have been self-taught. Darn ninja homeschoolers.
That still doesn't quite explain how one touch of fire, I'm dead.
Howdy all.
Hey, hey!
Oh! Seawall!
What
For
up,
the
Seawall?
past, the end is nigh. Repent your sins.
Hello, Mr. Seawall.
It's been a long time since you popped around anywhere.
Oh
Let's-
yeah, with the shifting to Twitch and a few other things, I've been busy with, life, other
What?
internet communities.
Fair enough.
Yep.
So yes,
Before you ask, Wheel Girl, yes, magic.
no science. Kira, back me up on this one.
It's I
Yes.
think Grace is right. It's magic because there's no way a person can be able with science to make that many tornadoes with just a sword in hand.
Well, you don't know what kind of nano quantum technology is in that sword.
I never seen what Raiden can do for Metal Gear Reverence.
I haven't played a single Metal Gear game, so I have no idea.
Yeah, there could be a 0-point energy module in the hilt of the blade, and the blade could be composed of some sort of nanotechnology that involves quantum mechanics. Let's change the probability of events in his favor.
With a monomolecular edge.
Oh, of course. Stabby, stabby.
Go, Ninja Doggy! The Ninja Doggy didn't
So,
go.
what have all you guys been up to?
Well,
Go ahead, Wheels.
you go first.
Let's see. Trying to adjust due to fandom change.
You mean about the Lordcat stuff?
Yeah.
Are you on the happy side or the not so happy side?
Kind of on the fence.
What exactly happened? Must have missed this.
Lordcat's doing some rebranding is the short of it.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing about that. Ooh, since he has been very secretive on where this branding is going, I have no opinion yet.
Yep. I think they're just going to kind of go to a shock jock style show like they're doing now, but they'll kind of pull away from the Lordcat moniker and just do kind of the group's name. They do a group's name instead.
I think they have, well, due to recent episodes where he got kind of annoyed at the community several times, I think that was part of the reasoning for the rebranding.
No. I mean, I don't blame him. We have had plenty of retards floating around the community.
I do know we've had issues with a poutine. I know that much.
Yep.
And antics, he gets to be stuck on the bed sled now, this time with Woo and Movie Bob.
Yep.
Yep. And Wu is spending money trying to get voters that don't live in the 8th district of Massachusetts.
Do you understand how voting's supposed to work?
I
don't
suspect
think-
she thinks this is a national type election and not a local election.
She says, I'm going to Congress! That must mean it must be national.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's got federal implications, but the congressman is supposed to represent a specific local district on the federal level, whereas a senator is supposed to represent the state as a whole, and then, you kind of move on from there. Though some states, technically, they're so small that they only have one congressman.
Legally, I could not vote for her as I don't live in the 8th district. I live in the 1st district.
Been seeing ads from her, apparently.
Oh god, that fucking logo though, man. I went blind for 5 minutes after seeing that thing.
You stared at it too long. That's your problem. Your eyes going.
I looked at it for a second. I guess apparently that's too long.
Oh.
Compare that to Stephen Lynch. Guy's done good.
Hashtag
he's the
Brianna. Hashtag Brianna Wu's Medusa.
He's the Democrat from the 8th district, right?
Yeah, he's the incumbent. Is he a Democrat or a Republican? I
think he's a Democratic holdout, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's more of a moderate, since the fringe ones only seem to come from California, bits of New York, and other major cities.
Yeah, then plus we have rhinos.
Yeah.
What
I've
do you
got a
mean
feeling Republican in name only.
As counteracted by Dino, which is Democrat name only.
Yeah. Basically, it's like John McCain, who basically has a lot of sides more with his Democratic counterparts than the Republican counterparts. They'll talk a big game about being a Republican, but then when it comes to voting, they won't keep their promises at all.
Like every politician ever.
Some politicians actually do at least make an attempt.
Well, we only had, if on the history of U.S. presidents, there's only one who's ever kept all of their promises, and now it's James K. Polk.
And no one remembers him.
That's the funny thing.
I swear I'm going to get this pattern down.
Ultimate try and error I have seen.
Believe in me and the part that believes in you.
Don't believe me, believe in the part of me that believes in you. God, I love that line. I don't remember where it's from, but I love it.
Bastard!
Would you like me to beat him to death with a stick?
I don't think you can bring a stick to a gunfight and live.
I don't know.
If you can throw the stick fast enough, it'll work.
If the world operates on video game physics, you've seen what Gary's incident looks like with their stick physics.
Well, also, don't forget that if you're under a certain range and they haven't drawn the gun yet, as another will show with the knife, a melee weapon can actually be quite effective.
Yeah, it's like 15, 20 feet, give or take.
Yeah. I think upwards of 30 if they have to draw.
Yeah. Tend to get into the tanks.
Though it depends on, it also depends on the skill of the shooter.
Yeah. Granted, for me, if someone was rushing at me, it'd probably be like closer to the 15 feet mark would be the closest I could get him at.
Yeah.
And this is based on BB guns.
Nice. Oh, if it's realistic weight, it should be pretty similar.
You know, grab it out of a little holster, aim it at least enough to at least hit the person in some area that would possibly debilitate.
Nice. I had an interesting day-to-day with some tabletop.
Ooh, what happened?
I'm playing a Dresden Files game with V-Knight being the GM, and I shot Harambe.
You shot...
You bastard!
Wait, what?
Hey,
The turkey?
I wasn't the one to kill him. That was the werewolf that ripped his throat out. I just
Wait.
grazed him.
Wait. Are you playing... Is V-Knight... Are you playing a game where V-Knight's inserting all sorts of memes?
I mean, there's some memes here and there, but it's a fun little game, you know?
If so long as you at least ease the suffering of Harambe.
I don't know about having your jugular ripped out. Is quick, but sure.
I don't know, but thank you, V-Knight, for dragging out a meme that's supposed to be dead.
Actually, I was the one who said, looks like I'm gonna shoot Harambe when I pulled out my gun.
So you brought in Harambe, you asshole.
Yep, we just ran with it. I mean, come on, they were apes, but somebody had magically fused bits of sharks into them.
Creepy.
My god. Harambe on steroids.
There were two of them as well.
It's
Harambe
quite sounds
Jr.?
magical.
Yeah, and a buddy of mine who's not part of this community at all, he's playing a half Naga, and well, one of the Harambes decided to grab him and use him as a whip and cracked a couple of my ribs.
Wait, we're going with... Well, this level's going to continue the alligators in the sewers myth. Okay.
More like we're trying to find the younger brother of a powerful white court vampire.
So, what exactly White Court? That's basically one of the older established groups, right? Or is that the Red Court?
Okay, we're playing post 2014, which means the Red Court is dead. There aren't any members left,
Okay.
except for a couple of Red Court infected, but their powers are extremely weak, and they're pretty much they're a dying breed. There are, I think, 8 or 9 total courts, but only 3 have been named in the Dresden Files. There's the Red Courts, which are kind of basic, kind of like the Mayan style of vampire, which is a giant bat in human flesh. They basically wear a human flesh skin suit that hides the fact that they're a giant bat. Then there are the Black Courts, which are similar to your Bram Stoker's Draculas, but also very Nosferatu in appearance. Fairly rotted, not very good looking, all that kind of stuff. And then there's the White Court. Power-wise, the White Court are physically weakest. If you were to put a Black Court up against a White Court, my money would be on the Black Court if they were of equal age and power in their respective organizations. But the White Court is they're the vampires that feed off of certain emotions to survive.
Any of these vampire courts good?
The White Court are neutral. They seek power, but they're not going to rock the boat because they've signed what are called the Accords. And the Accords are basically the Geneva Convention of the magical world in Dresden Files. There's a rule to the there are rules to the system. You don't break the rules or you're in big trouble. And the White Court, what they're pretty much trying to do is they're kind of like a powerful nation. They're just looking to gain more influence. That's all they're looking to do. They occasionally have to kill people, silence people, kidnap. They do that on occasion, but no more than some of the other factions. I mean, if you want to talk about pretty dark, go ahead.
So more in the sense that those people are witnesses and less for shits and giggles.
Yeah, basically the person is in their way for one reason or another, and they're not getting out of it. They'll get rid of them.
So pretty much they act like Russia.
I wouldn't give them the Russian comparison. I would probably more give them. What would be a good comparison? They're more like the mob. They're more like a mob that has almost completely legitimate business interests. They still have a couple of, like the modern mob. Like, if you know much about the modern mob, they actually really don't do much illegal stuff anymore. They've gone almost completely legit. It's just they use very questionable tactics and occasionally step into the very clearly black to make sure that their legitimate interests are protected. For example, the casinos in the U.S., they're pretty much controlled by the various mob families and 2 other guys.
Then, okay.
So kind of like the Boston families right now.
They're the Boston families, they're the New York families. Basically, it's various mob families that are controlling them through various shell corporations. What was the other one? Then there's this one guy in the South. I don't know where he lives. He's the sole owner of a major one as well. I wouldn't be surprised if he's made some sort of agreement with the mob or if he's a member of the mob. And then there's this one dude out of Hong Kong. Again, both these guys are pretty secretive overall. Makes sense for this business. And actually, it's actually kind of a bit of a conspiracy theory. Like, you know how everyone was harping on, oh, Trump had, 6 business fail. Well, 4 of those businesses were casinos in the 90s in Atlantic City. And some believe that the mob orchestrated the fall of all those casinos because they weren't mob-run casinos. I mean, it's a bit tinfoil hat, but when you're dealing with the mob, it makes sense.
That's one of those conspiracy theories that is actually possible, so it's less tinfoily than you think.
But yeah, oh no! Yellow Ninja of Death!
Safety, what's yellow?
Red Ninja of Safety, Yellow Ninja of Death.
Yeah, I think that's how it is.
And your ninja just you let a boss drown in a whole lot of poop.
But yeah, yeah, that's just various interesting little tidbits that I picked up over time. But yeah, back to the game. So I shot Harambe. And the werewolf guy, he transformed into his wolf form and, well, ripped the jugular out of both of them. And the half-naga, he got unlucky with some of the hits and they were just rolling crazy good for their defense. I missed them at point-blank range several times.
How do you screw up to let blank point fail?
Well, apparently they can jump really high.
I look at the plans for the overall level, and I'm sitting here saying, NASA, if that spaceship falls off the cliff, you're a bunch of morons.
White Ninjago victory. Yeah, we also have one other person in the group who's a skill monkey, a pure mortal, which makes things interesting.
What do you mean by skill monkey?
Basically, what they're very good at is they can do all sorts of skill checks
Yeah.
Maybe not the most battle effective, but they can do all sorts of checks.
I think she's equipped with a rape whistle and a can of mace.
Okay.
Basically, how our party stacked up is we got 2 frontline brawlers through the half Naga and the werewolf. Then you got me, the ranged guy, who's a little who can take a couple of hits, but you really shouldn't. I really shouldn't get into melee range. My guy is basically the term in the game is emissary of power, and I'm an emissary of a dragon. So my character was immortal and impressed a dragon.
Call it a dumb question, but what exactly is a half Naga?
One parent is a Naga, one parent is immortal.
I mean, like, morphologically, I know what a Naga is, like, you know, half human, half snake. What exactly would a half Naga be like?
They basically have 2 forms, a human guise and their Fey form. And before they choose a side, because that's kind of how the Dresden Files work with the magical creatures, if you are, if one of your parents is a Fey of some sort, you're a half Fey of that sort. And over time, you kind of decide which path you want to go down. The more power you take, the more close to a Fey you are. And if you cross certain lines, then you become a full Fey, and then you become an NPC. Whereas on the other side, you can choose to become mortal and basically give up all the powers, but gain the advantage that mortals have. So he's tougher than a human, but he's not as tough as a Naga. He has a full snake form. He's about 30 feet long. Yeah, my character, as I said, he impressed a dragon. That's how he has his power. He was once a pure mortal. Now he's no longer a pure mortal.
Meanwhile, in my D&D game, basically I'm a half-elf that's possibly looking at some potential dragon modifications.
What system are you using?
3-5.
Nice. I'm more of a Pathfinder guy, but 3-5 is the dad of Pathfinder.
I mean, like, Sovik asked if I wanted to join a campaign, so, said sure.
Who's playing with you?
Let's see. Flux, Zon, Neo, and Red Fox. But Sovik is the DM.
That makes sense. Sounds like a usual bunch of guys. I'm gonna presume that Red Fox has shifted his streaming to his for the voice stuff to his Discord.
Yes, he has. Everybody has basically shifted away from Mumble since the Mumble basically became because Jordan stopped using it.
Yeah, it died. That's what happens.
Yep.
The only true remaining thing left so far is the IRC. Well, suddenly, well, it looks like World War II era flamethrower dudes.
Yeah, flamethrower guys around a launch pad.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a great idea.
But it's also, is it also bad that the launch pad's on a cliff that could, if one false move, they could all collapse into Down the... Down... I don't think it's a wise idea to put your launch pad on a cliff.
It is definitely not a good idea.
Stoke 3F in War Thunders. Nice.
So, what else have you been up to, Seawall?
Oh, modded Minecraft. Lots of modded Minecraft.
You've been doing in modern Minecraft.
Building things.
Have you completely destroyed nature yet?
No, I don't destroy nature. I build things. Often building underground or with the landscape.
Cool.
Got my desert outpost, pretty well built so far. Currently working on my underground meditation garden, which will have bees in it. Lots of bees.
God, bees. Wait, what exactly do the bees do again in Minecraft?
It's from a mod called Forestry, and they can produce various items for me, and I've actually brought them up pretty far with certain species. And there are effects that I can add to them, like one of them is I can get free XP. I even have a very rare breed called the Steadfast, which is needed which unlocks some pretty rare bees. And I've got another very uncommon one called a Valiant Drone, and I've got a buddy on the server who has the Queen, who has the Princess. So if I breed those two together, I can eventually get a pure breed of that. Say it more safely. I put it... Oh, there it is. Okay, so now I'm a little box here.
Fuck.
Should you just cave in and use invincibility or something?
No, I'm trying to be I'm trying to be a little bit fair. I'd like to think I accomplished something.
Well, you got through 3 stages and most of the 4th one, so that is accomplishing something.
Damn it, I stepped off a little too early. Last stage, holy shit.
Wait, this is the final part? Yay! Time to defeat the boss and we're done here. Now let's meet the leader of this insanity.
It was me the whole time.
We know it's you. Video games in this era, it's not subtle who's the final villain, who's the main villain. But what the hell is he doing with having that rainbow-esque shield?
Rainbow power!
I was gonna say he was doing science, but that works too.
Meanwhile, my rainbow power is driving in a Skook 3F.
I think that was a woman.
Wait, the leader was a woman? Huh?
I think.
Surprise!
Judging by the way he or she screamed.
That's a year.
Joke's
Clear
on
for
everyone.
takeoff.
That space shuttle is Challenger.
Oh.
Ouch, man! Ouch! Thank you for the dark humor, man.
Yeah.
Wait a
Thank
minute.
you for the dark humor.
What?
Yeah, my
Wasn't that 1986?
Yep.
yeah. Well, the thing that
this was 89.
the thing that my programming course, we kind of went over a little bit of our teacher kind of was talking about it one time since we had so much time in class, and he likes. I don't know. I think it was one of those things that, you know, do you protect your kind of a thought experiment? Do you protect your job and keep your mouth shut when a serious problem comes up and the brass say shut up about it, or do you keep fighting to try and stop it? Because it turns out that Challenger was predicted by the engineer that by one of the engineers, and that he fought tooth and nail to try and stop the launch, and due to political reasons they couldn't delay it anymore. He still blames himself to this day for not doing more, even though there was probably nothing he could have done. I mean, if he tried to run onto the launch pad, they would have just grabbed him and dragged him off.
So, what now?
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Shadow Dancer by Sega.
A man saves NASA from having their space shuttle destroyed. And he's a ninja.
A ninja with a puppy.
That'll rip your jugular out.
Actually, I'll try this in my aunt's voice.
He's a ninja with a puppy.
How about never do that again?
He's a ninja with a puppy. A puppy.
Please stop. End it here for recording. Let's just move on.